everybody. Hoping everybody's doing well out there. Looks like I got a couple people in here already. Wait for a few more to jump in and then we'll get started. Hope everybody's having a nice Saturday. This is unusual for me. Usually I bartend on Saturdays, but I gave my last Saturday of the month to a friend who needs money so that she can make some money for her family. So I figured, what the heck, I'll do an auction, a pop-up auction. Feel free to say hello and chat so I know who's in here. Got some new things coming up. Hey, Daddy Pa, good to see you. Got some new stuff coming up and some old stuff. So I'll be going through some of our old stuff, of course. Just waiting for a few more people to jump in here. Hey, MS. Good to see you. Going through some stuff while I'm waiting. Hey, Gen X. Good to see you. Why are you not blue? That's fine, but I want to turn you blue anyway because you should be blue, so I will go ahead and king you, and then we can go from there at a later time. Hey, Robert Pintoff, good to see you. All right, you should be good to go now. All right. Yeah, I'm going to throw some things up here and see what we get. Like I said, I have a lot of old stuff and a lot of new stuff that I'm going to throw up. Old stuff meaning I have done it before. So just different stuff. Like I'm going to do some polymer banknotes. I don't know if anybody collects those. I'm going to do some sample slabs. I have a nice Indian head beginning collection for like books. I have a nice buffalo collection. So that sort of thing. And then I'll throw up some old things like this one. I'll put this one up again and see if anybody wants it in a little while. 1634, 35, England half crown. It is silver. It is clipped. You can see the clip at the top of the planchet there because, of course, it was silver back in the day. So we will be throwing this up. These go for good amounts of money, even in that condition. So then, of course, I have a bunch of my old stuff. So got 8 people in here now. I'm going to wait for a couple more. These are cool. These are new that I just got in. These are silver. They're stackable. Hey, Bobby Callie. They're stackable. They're quarter-ounce silver. But, of course, because of where they come from, I like them because they're stackable. But even being a quarter-ounce silver, the premiums are hefty on those. Check out this thing that I got. 1852 St. George halfpenny, Upper Canada. Hey Perry, good to see you. This is an Upper Canada halfpenny from 1852. I'll be putting this one up, of course. One halfpenny, but back then it used to say bank token. So if you guys want to start with this, we will. I like it with the horse and the rider and everything. Nice, Perry. So we'll start with this one. I'll start it at 15 if anyone's interested. $15 if anybody is interested. Daddy Pod's at 15. Daddy Pod, anything you buy today, of course, won't have shipping added onto it because you paid last week for the shipping on the auction that you did, and I held that for you. So anything that you get tonight will be straight, no shipping. Anybody else? Daddy Pot 15. I'll be honest with you, I bought this one for 15, so I'll be losing a little bit because of the fees, but it doesn't bother me. You can see right there, $15. I like it. I like the horse and the rider and everything. All right, no other interest. I'm not even going to count it down. Hey, Crispy. Not even going to count it down. Just going to say sold. And that's going to Daddy Pop for 15. That's a good start. 10 people in here. Not too bad. Let me add that to the spreadsheet. Hang on. The link to the spreadsheet's in the top. I don't have any of the items on it, of course, because it's a pop-up, so I'm just going to sell them as I come across them on my desk. And, of course, being a pop-up auction, this will take me a little bit of time. Crispy, do you have anything you want to? Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan and all kinds of people are passing away. Who else just passed away? God, it was like 3 people in a row. Ozzy, Hulk Hogan, and my mind's not working right now. Daddy Pa. I thought about you last night, Crispy. I was at a concert and they were giving away a signed guitar. I like old concerts, so I went to a Little River Band and Ambrosia concert, and both bands signed a guitar, and they were giving it away. So I was about 10 numbers off. I was close. Malcolm Jamar Warner, yeah, he passed away. So I was going to get it and offer it to you, but I was 10 numbers off. So, all right. So Daddy Pa's got that one. Where do we want to go next? What are you guys feeling right now? Anything? Let's do I want to do this one now? I was going to say, Crispy, if you have anything you want to throw up, you can come in here with me, and I can go back and forth with you on a pop-up. But up to you. I know it's a pop-up, so it's kind of sudden. Well, we'll do this one first, then I'll do the sample slabs. This is a bicentennial. This is silver. It's a Proof 66 Ultra Cameo. I'll start it at 15 if anybody wants it. I think it scans at like 17. So I'll start this at 15 if anybody wants it. Yeah, Chris, we have to work on getting everyone together. I know Lucky Duck wants to do one too, but you, me, Mickey, and Lucky Duck would be a fun night right there for everybody, I think. MS is at 15 on this. Can't go wrong on that one, honestly. I just have to do it. I think I'm going to be out for the second half of August. I'm still driving school bus, so I actually had a wedding tonight that I didn't know about that I was supposed to do a charter for, which would have been about a $500 charter, and they never told me about it. So they called me and said, "Where are you?" I said, "At home. You guys never told me I had anything." So anybody else? I got this one at 15. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds, and then I'll just mark it as sold because I don't have any other interest in it. And I don't mind selling stuff a little bit under what it's worth to people who purchase frequently. All right, I'm going to mark that sold. All right, MS, that's yours for 15. Let me add that to the sheet. Yeah, well, they got someone to do it. It just wasn't me. Bicentennial half, silver, 15 bucks. Not a bad price on that one. I'll let you know I purchased that for more than that. So I think I got that one on Whatnot. I hate Whatnot because you go above what you want to spend when you swipe and somebody swipes right before you, and then you're like, oh, shoot, I don't want to do that. Yeah, right? All right, so the sample slabs that I have, since Robert asked, are the 2005 Bisons, 2005D. So, of course, these are PCGS sample slabs. Of course, they're not graded. So, but the sample slabs go for good premiums. I have 3 available. I'll bin these at 10 each. If anybody wants them, just put bin and how many you want. So, well worth 10. I pay 10 for them each. So I think the guy I bought them from was asking for 15 each, and I talked him down to 10. Robert Pintoff is binning all of them. So you get all 3 of them here. You can take a look at them all. They are all numbered, of course, the same because they're samples. But the coins look really good in there. So we'll do those for 30 for you. Let me add you to the spreadsheet. PCGS sample slabs bison. $10. I'm just going to put the price at $30 because there's 3 of them. If you guys aren't aware with the spreadsheet, I've added a couple things to it. You're welcome, Robert. Absolutely. In California for weddings, so if I don't get my invoice paid right away, it's because I don't have good phone service. Oh, I'm not even worried about you, Daddy Pa. Whatever. You pay me when you get around to it. Even if you do it when you get home. I don't care. I'm not taking your things away from you if you win them. So you'll notice that I added a tracking number slot on here at the very end. As soon as I have the packing slip printed, I put the tracking number there. I know it gets emailed out to you guys too, but it's easier sometimes to go to the spreadsheet and to do it that way. So, all right, so the sample slabs are done. Let's do a couple old things that haven't sold. So I'm going to see if I can get them sold. I highly doubt it, but we have, of course, the Britannia and Liberty. I have the UK version and the American version. These things, like I said, are selling for about $200 a piece. I will do both of them at $300 if anybody wants both of them. So they're collector's pieces. They're not being made anymore. And the British one is actually a really low serial number because they're numbered. The American ones aren't, but the British one is number 56. It was made. So a lot of people like that when they're lower. So we'll do both of those at 300 if anybody's interested. Anybody? No love on the Britannia Liberties. You guys want to see it? Probably not because everyone's seen it already, but there you go. Darn lighting's terrible. But I'll tell you what, for both of them, 300 is a steal. Yeah, I agree. I like the design. I like the US one a little bit better because it's got the 2 trees and the sunset on the back, or I should say the front, where this one has the king. I'm not really a fan of that, but all right. So we'll go on from there. I'm going to do some Indian heads. I have too much stuff on my desk. As per usual, I get laughed at from people. All right. So I have an 1890 and very good. I don't have any today. I do have some, of course, but none today. Wait a minute. Look at that. And then if I flip it directly over, that one's got a rotated die. Well, that one's got a rotated die, just so you guys know, because it's a little bit to the left, but if I flip it directly over, it would be a little bit to the left that way. Well, maybe not. All right, so I have 1890, very good. 1893, very good. Yeah, I'll have to get those out for a future auction. They're in a different book in a different safe. So 1896 in good. 1897 in good. 1898 in good, or very good. 99 in good. 1900 in good. 1901 in good. 02, 03, 04, 5, 6. Anyone wants to see these up close? 7 says damaged. So let's see where that is. Oh yeah, you can see on the top right. So it's good but damaged. And then 08. No mint mark on it, guys. I looked in a very good. So let's see how many of these we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. 15 Indian head cents. Let's start at 20 bucks. Anybody in at 20 for the 15 Indian head cents? Hey, Kevin Hawthorne. Good to see you. MS is at 20. Anybody else? I actually was going through my drawer at work last week. They have, I swear to God, like 4 rolls of pennies opened up, you know, in the drawer. And I'm like, what do you have so many pennies in here for? I don't even use them. I round up and down. So the pennies don't get used by me. But I'll show you guys what I found. MS is at 20, by the way, on this one. I was excited about finding this. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. I may have taken it out of my pocket already. Great, I don't know where I put it. Well, it was a 1940 Canada penny. It's probably the one that just fell on the floor. My brain is not working. Remind me, you send out an invoice. I do send invoices out. Yep. Let me make sure I have you. I'm pretty sure I've sent you invoices, Robert. But let me just make sure real quick. Robert. Yep. I have your email that I use for PayPal. So I will shoot you one at the end here. Anybody else? If not, I'm just going to sell it and not counting it down, of course. because there's no other interest. So sold, that's going to MS at 20. Let me add it to the spreadsheet. Indian head cents. You're welcome. All right. So those are done. I'm running out of room because I'm a slob. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do are going to be buffalo nickels. This is going to be another sort of starter set. None of the same year. All of them, you can read the years on them. So we have 1915, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 actually looks pretty good. 19S, 20. Then we jump up to 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Hey, Lucky Duck. We were just talking about you, about doing an auction with everybody again. You, me, Mickey, and Crispy. 30S and 34. So it's a lot of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 15 of these. You want to come in now? I'm just doing a pop-up. But if you want to jump in, I'll send you an invite. So I'm going to start these 15 at 35. $35 start on these 15. All different years. Yeah, neither do I. I go through crap that's on my desk. So $35 start on these 15 Indians. All different years, you guys. Anybody interested? I usually have people jumping all over buffaloes. I actually saw a couple bags of buffaloes at my coin dealer the other day and almost bought them. So let's drop it down to a $30 start on the 15. Anybody at 30? $2 per? Bobby, you came in at 35, but I dropped it down to 30, so type in 30 if you want it starting at 30. I don't screw people in here out of money, so I'm just going to say Bobby's at 30. Anybody else? There might be a lag in here. Bobby's at 30. Anybody any higher? I don't see anybody else coming in, so I may just sell these. Yeah, there he comes at 30. No other interest, I'm just going to sell it. So I said sold to Bobby at 30. Good pickup, Bobby. I had let you know I spent more than 30 on those, so. But again, that doesn't bother me. Let me add that to the spreadsheet. 15 Buffalo nickels. Nice. Bobby Cowie. All right. So I'm also going to add these in here. I gave some of these, well, I put some of these in here last week, but Bobby made me think about it because he bought them. These are brand spanking new. Salt River Bay quarters. They were in original packaging. They were in OBW rolls. And the coins are actually amazing. I mean, if you were to get these graded, hey, Water, good to see you. If you were to get these graded, even a 64 is like 15 bucks. So I can guarantee these were all in original OBW rolls. So the coins are amazing. I'm just going to do it for 12 per roll if anybody wants them. I have 4 rolls available. And they're all Philadelphia. So 12 per roll. Just bin how many rolls you want, if you want any. And I will send those out to you. $12 per roll. And if anybody wants all 4 rolls, oh, Daddy Pa's binning 1. I was going to say if anybody wants all 4, I would do it for 45. Save you $1 on the 4 of them. It's just with the fees, I have to get a little something. You know, fees are going to cost me about that much from PayPal. So Daddy Pa's binning 1. Anybody else for any of them? I'll show you guys something here in a second. All right. So this is what I have left of them. So I believe this one, even with the mark there, another roll of them. Oh, you're good, Perry. So I believe this is another roll of those. And then check this out. I have 2 OBW rolls of the bats. So these might have P's in them. Or might have W's in them, I mean. This one might have a W too. I'm debating opening them all. So if anybody wants one of the rolls of bats, I'll do an OBW roll like this, unopened, but it's going to be $25 if anybody wants one. Don't know what's in them. Might have W's, might not. But again, the quarters that come out of them are amazing. You're bidding one of these, Robert? Or one of the OBWs? I'm only doing one of the OBWs, so if you do it for 25, the bats, all right. Well, there's only one available, so you get that one. OBW bat quarters. 25. I'm adding you to the spreadsheet. All right, and let me add Daddy Paw for one of the other ones. BU roll. Salt River Bay. And $12. All right. So we're good there, and that one is yours. All right. Let's see. No one else is interested in these, so I'll put them away. I have those up on eBay also. So, but on eBay they're considerably more expensive. What do you guys think? Should I open the roll that I'm not sure what it is? Do it live and see if we get a W? Tell me if you think we should open that live. In the meantime, I'm going to do one of these. So these have higher premiums. I'm going to do these for 20 a piece. Hey, James Real. I'm going to do this. I'm only going to do one, and I'm going to do it for $20. Start, if anybody's interested. You were peeling potatoes. The Indian pennies actually sold. The Indian pennies sold. They went for 20 to MS. And it was just a range going from 1889 all the way up to 1908. You know, a couple of years are missing out of them, but MS is in at 20 on this one, guys. Any other interest here? So this is a quarter ounce. It's not a half ounce. It's not a full ounce. I don't want to deceive anybody, but the premiums are. I spent over 20 on these, so they're just colorized silver. I think they're really cool, and they're stackable. So I have, if you get more than one, they actually stack, and they come in different colors too. Oh, you have a spider one? Because I have a red one too. So MS is in on this one for 20. They are silver, crispy, quarter ounce. You might get a hit on that, Perry. I know some people in here that collect pennies. Anybody who's interested in 1900 and 1907 Indian cents, send Perry custom cards an email. You could throw your email in here, Perry, if you want to. Yeah, crispy, these are cool. So anybody else? I have MS at 20 on this. I'll tell you what, if you want a red one too, MS, put 40 in and I'll do both of them for 40 if you want it. I know you're spending money you don't really have, but I was going to keep the red one, but whatever. If you want both of them, put 40 in there and it's yours. Heck yes, 40. All right. And I don't have any other interest there. So I will just sell it. Well, James, I know who you are. I don't know why you're not blue. I'll turn you blue, but if you want to bid, you can bid. I'm holding off on it right now in case you want it, James. Like I said, I know who you are, so I'm not sure why you're not blue. Well, I only have the two that I'm selling. All right, I'm just going to sell them. I'm just going to set them as sold for MS. So those are yours, MS. Don't worry, guys. I'll have more coming up. All right, let me add that to the spreadsheet. Started raining here. All right. I don't know. I know they pay for the plasma, so that's a definite yes. So what do you guys think? Should I open this live? See what's in it? I have no idea what's in this. So it might be the back quarters. It might be Salt River Bay. But it might also have W in it. You guys want me to open it? Open. All I need is one. I'm using my, if nobody knows, Walker magnet. I'm using my Walker magnet screwdriver. More than likely, they're Salt River Bay. What kind of silver do you want? I mean, I have silver. Look at those. All right, let's see what they are. Oh, Salt River Bay. I'm going to go through them real quick, see if we have any W's. P, P, P. Come on, W. Yeah, you get some in there. It's starting to really rain here. We were supposed to have rain all day today, so I'm glad it's coming now. We need rain. It's been in the 90s every day. I hope you find a W in the one you got, the roll you got, Robert. Almost done, guys, and I have a few more things I'm going to put up here. And then I'll send invoices out and let you guys go for the night. I'm just going to do these quick. P, 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 P. P. And don't forget, guys, I have rolls of these phenomenal coins if anybody wants them for 12 bucks per roll. All right, I'll roll those up later. So no W's in there. All right, so where was I? I just did the silver maple leaves. So I'll do this again. This is one that I showed in the beginning. 1634 to 35, England, half crown. It is a clipped planchet. You guys can see the clip right at the top there. But this is a half crown. It is silver. Usually they weigh about 13.5 grams. This one's 13.02 because of the clip. and it is authenticated. So if anybody wants this, I'll start it at 200. They go for about 250 to 300 per, even in this condition. Better conditions are around 600 or 700. 1634 to 35, England half crown. $200 start, if anybody is interested. It's actually a good deal. A couple more seconds, then I'm going to take it away. All right, nobody on that. I still have this from the other day. This is a John F. Kennedy medallion. It is 925 silver. However, the ASW, the actual silver weight, is 2.12 ounces. So even with that, you're looking at melt value on this is about $72. Anybody wants this? I'll do it for 70 start. $2.12 actual silver weight. So doesn't go by the 9.25 at that point. The actual silver weight's 2.12, so just over 2 ounces. $70 start if anybody is interested. Of those of whom much is given, much is required. Anybody? Nobody. All right. So the next item I'm going to do is a little something different. These are going to be polymer notes. For those of you who don't know what polymer notes are, they are banknotes that are not paper. They're made out of polymer. These are going to be all different notes. I bought these for $4 a piece. And they're all different from different countries. This one's from Romania, Costa Rica. The polymer notes go for more money, of course. Trinidad, Tobago. Malaysia. I think these notes are pretty cool. This one has a soccer ball on it, for instance. Russia. Macedonia. Maldives. Saudi Arabia. These are all in BU, uncirculated condition. Nigeria. Zambia. Romania. Thailand. And Nicaragua. So there's 14 notes here total, I believe. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 notes total. I had purchased these for $4 per note. 14 polymer notes. If I did them at $4 per note, you're talking about 52 bucks. I'll start them at 50 for a cool little polymer collection. 13 banknotes. $50 start. Any interest? Wow, no interest at 50, huh? Guys, 13 polymer notes. Like I said, I bought these in an auction, $4 a piece. I'll start them at 50 if anybody's interested. They're all different countries. They are all uncirculated. I thought for sure somebody would want that. All right, let's do some American banknotes. I'm going to do some star notes if anyone's interested in these. All right. Not that one, of course. Let me just make sure those last two are star notes. Yep. All right, so the first one is a 2013 B series. So this is one of the ones in the duplicate series. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $21 face. $21 face. I'll start it at 30, which includes a double series B note, if anybody is interested. So start all these at 30. And just so you guys know, they're going to stop making star notes. They've already said it. Two of these are 5s, by the way. So $21 face, started at 30 bucks. Any interest in the star notes? $21 face value, guys. $30 start on star notes. Even the ones sell for between $2 and $3 per. The B series will sell for anywhere in that condition, even with the writing on it, between 5 and 10. Any interest? No interest at all. All right. those will be here, guys. So if anyone comes in later and is interested, just let me know. All right, I'm going to do a couple. I'm going to do a Canada lot. Anybody like Canada coins and bills? All right. We're going to start with this. This is a 1958 death dollar. This is 80% silver. They call it death dollar because of that. If anybody saw that episode of the Brady Bunch where they go to Hawaii and they find the idol and it curses them, that's why this is called the death dollar. So 1958. These actually sell for good money. I bought this one for $35. So I'm going to put that in the lot. I'm going to put no big deal. It's just a 5-cent proof from 1965, nickel. 1967 penny proof, the one with the bird on the back. We're still at just 35 for this lot. A 1937 $1 banknote. It's actually in pretty good shape. You can see I purchased that for $4, so we'll do 39 so far for that lot. And last but not least, 1954 Canada $1. So this one's a little bit more expensive. So I will do all of this, including the silver and the odd outs, for 45 start. $45 start for all of that, if anybody is interested. You guys know they don't make paper dollars anymore in Canada. They use loonies and toonies. So $45 start on this lot if anybody is interested. Just the silver alone is worth that. Wow, nobody for 45. Nobody for 45, huh? I'll throw this in with it. Mixed Canada cents. $45 start on that package. Oh, you're good, Perry. I'm still thinking about sending this in, you guys. The 1939 with the reverse of the 1940. Thinking about sending that in. Talking to Matthew Porter on the phone the other day and trying to decide if I want to do it. Hey, Tina. Good to see you. There's an email scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If you ever want to bid, make sure you send an email to that email at the bottom of the screen. Just put your information on there, your name, address, what email you use for PayPal, and then I can turn you blue, and you can bid whenever you want if you're blue. My birthdays don't come until January and February. Well, November, January, and February. Then just include your information and what platforms you use. I have everything. So I have Zelle, I have Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. Yep. So if you include your handle for Cash App, I can always tell you what mine is and you can send it to me. But at least then I can get you in there if you're ever looking to purchase anything. I'm not saying today, but usually there's more people in here. Right now it's just me. I'm doing a pop-up auction. My name is Beau. I'm one of the guys who's in here. So a couple of the other ones might still be observing. But we're looking at getting the four of us back into doing auctions again. So it's me, Lucky Duck Coins and stuff, Crispy Coins, and Mickey Minsky, or Iris Gifts as we call them. So lots of varieties, lots of interesting things to be had. All right, nobody at 45 on this? That'd be the first, 1, 2nd, and 3rd. I'll be right back, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. Someone came to my door. All right, so no one's interested in these. Anybody comes in later on and watches this, you can send me an email. 45 for that set, if anybody wants it. All right. I do have mixed nickels left. I have rolls of 1940s and 1950s, just mixed, if anybody's looking to do books. What I should do is go through them and do rolls of like 41, 42, 43, you know what I mean, all the way up to, well, not the silver ones, of course, but all the way up through the 50s, and then sell rolls of them like that, so you have it. Okay, cool. Let me make sure I got it. Yep, sweet. I'm going to turn you blue. Hang on. I'll add you to our winners list. Any of the guys who do auctions on this channel will see that, and I'll put that you use Cash App, and then they put their Cash App info in if you win anything. I have like Perry Custom Cards that's in here. He uses Cash App with me too. So, all right, you are blue now, and I'll add you after the show to my winners list for the other guys. But yeah, feel free to bid if you see anything that fancies you. I still have the bell that I'll do. So this is a Joe Durbin bell. It's made of $2 half-dollars and $1. They are all 40%. There's a handle made of 925. It does work. So yeah, if anybody's interested in this bell, it's a Joe Durbin bell. I'll start it at 50 if anybody's interested in it. I have a lot of Joe Durbin bells. Yeah, Tina just came in and sent her information, but she said I was telling her that you use Cash App with me too, because she doesn't have PayPal. So I said, yeah, Perry uses Cash App too. And she said she's seen you on other streams, lives before. So, all right, so $50 start on this bell if anybody's interested. And is it me or is that's a clad bell? I'm gonna drop this down to 40 if anybody wants it. I know the half-dollars are silver, but the dollar is not. So we'll drop this down to 40. If anybody wants a Joe Durbin original, $40 start. All right. I don't think there's going to be any other interest, so I am not going to keep everybody here late on a Saturday night. I'm going to let you all go. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put one more thing up, and I've put this up before, but they sell pretty good. So it is the 5 different pennies that I have. These are all BU wheats. They're all red BU wheats. 1939, 54, 54D, 58, and 58D. If anybody wants a set of one of these, I will do it for $25 bin, plus shipping, of course. Make sure you read the description, but I'll do a set at 25 bucks, which is $5 per BU wheat, if anybody is interested in those. Those are the 58Ds, for example. I can show you the 39s. They're all red BUs. So there's the 1939s. So if anybody wants a set of these, they will go in flips, and I'll send the flips out to you for a $25 bin. Just put bin 25 if you want one of those sets. If anybody sees anything looking back over the auction that didn't sell, feel free to email me and we can work it out. So, all right. I'm going to let everybody go. I'm going to send out invoices real quick, and then I'm going to go eat and get ready for bed because I go to bed at usually 9 o'clock every night. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for a good show, and I'll see you when I see you, and we'll let you guys know when we're doing another auction. Of course, I'll send a email out to everybody. Tina, I'll add you to the email list also for our auction list before we have an auction, so you can see what we have up. So, all right, everybody, have a good night.